What picture is your vision painting? Does your vision paint a picture that people can see and can follow? Does your vision lead people to action? How do you know? Do you know why your employees work for you? Or do you know why your customers do business with you? I ask a number of businesses that question, and usually what I get, the answer I get is, it's because of what we do and how we do it. Very rarely do people tell me why. What you do and how you do it is not nearly as important as why you do it. Your why is your vision. Your why paints a picture and leads people to take action. It leads employees to come and work for you, and it leads customers to want to do business with you. Whenever I start working with an organization, the question that I ask them most often is, why? I was working with an insurance agency, and this young man, he was frustrated and he was struggling and he was depressed. Now, this man spent over 20 years as a high-tech executive, and he was very successful. Then his domestic situation changed. His then wife left, and he had custody of his two children, two daughters who were 10 and 14 at the time. When I asked him, so why did you take over an insurance agency? And he said, well, in high tech, I used to travel constantly. I was gone at least 2 weeks every month. Now that I have custody of my two young daughters, I can't travel. I have to be a full-time dad. Now, while this man is to be applauded for putting his children first, his why, his vision statement, was not exactly leading people to his door. So I asked him, tell me a little bit about the business. And he said, I don't know much about the insurance industry. So I talked to the local management and I asked them, how do you do this? How do you get this started? And this is what they told me. They said, this is the best practice. They said, put your office right here. 15 to 20 mile radius around your office. Those are your target customers. There's enough people in that area that will come to your office. You make contact with them, have them come to your office, and then you sell them insurance. So I said, well, how's that going? And his answer was, it's not going very well. The most profit this agency made before I took it over was $5,000 a year. Now, before everybody goes, oh my God, how can you live on $5,000 a year? You get paid two different ways in the insurance industry. Every time you sell a policy, the agent gets paid a commission. And then at the end of the year, there's a net profit bonus, which is usually could be very large. Now, net profit is determined, which is all the premiums that are received minus the claims that are paid out. Okay, that's how profit is determined. So a profit bonus can be a very lucrative thing. So the man continued, and he says, most of the customers that I have inherited just want the lowest possible amount of insurance, and they want the lowest possible price. They never pay on time, and I spend the vast majority of my time doing meaningless administrative tasks, calling for payment, and reinstating policies that have canceled. I got to tell you, I hate what I'm doing. So we talked a little bit, and I said, well, if you're following the best practice, or what people told you was the best practice, and it's not working for you, then obviously it's not a best practice, is it? So we set out to create a vision for him. We said, let's create a vision that you can clearly articulate. We changed his why statement. We changed his vision to, we protect our customers' hopes and dreams. Then we changed his how statement. Well, how do you do that? We provide the best possible service and coverage for the fairest price. So that was why, and that was how. You noticed in neither statement did we mention what he does, which is to sell insurance. You know why we didn't mention it? Because nobody cares that he sells insurance. What they care about is why he sells insurance. We then redefined his target market, that 15 to 20 mile radius. We said, throw that out. We're going to target business professionals who have a minimum income of $100,000, have one house, minimum of 2 cars, and kids. Now, why did we choose that? It's Very simple. These are the people who have hopes and dreams that they want to protect. His vision and their vision matched. Very quickly, he started getting the right kind of customers all over the state. Within 2 years, this agency went from less than $5,000 in gross profit to $750,000 in gross profit. Over the 13 years the man owned this agency, it averaged over $400,000 a year in gross profit, even with fires that we had in California. In addition to the increase in profit, he had over a 90% retention in customers, which is unheard of in the insurance world, to keep those customers because what he did, why he chose to do insurance resonated with why they want to buy insurance. So once again, my question to you is, does your vision paint a picture that people can see and follow? Does your vision lead people to action? Call me. We'll talk. I'll help you.